YouTube, I am Photokevie. This is Lightroom 5. What are we talking about today? We are going to break down smart collections and just collections in general. So let's get cracking. What are smart collections? Smart collections are where you are able to set up rules for different things that can allow you to filter your images. One of the biggest things that when you start to get a lot of images and you need to effectively work on them, one of the biggest things is, you can star label them, you can give them colors and all that good stuff, but then you're stuck to using like the filter bar, and that's totally cool, but smart collections are a good way of doing what you need, and it's a good way to kind of organize your images, so that way you're not having to either like keep them in separate collections, or it's just a quick way of being able to actively either star label them, or or throw a color label on it, or flag them. And then what you can actually do is, as you're working through the images, if you change your mind about an image, that say you shot something, and you thought it was a really good one off your initial cull, and then when you get to it later, you're kind of like, this one's just not, I'm not feeling it, and it's like out of focus or something like that. Based on the way your smart collection is set up, you can actually remove stuff or add stuff back in, or it can be a constantly changing folder just based on the rules that you set up. And so for you active photographers that have a lot of images in one Lightroom catalog, and you need to be able to filter, and say you want to do kind of like a Facebook post where you show off multiple shoots that you've done in the past, and you need to kind of quickly find sets of images that you've been working on. You can actually set up a smart collection to find those images throughout your entire catalog. And so one of the things that you can do in a smart collection, and set it up in such a way that, say, your typical workflow is everything that you want to keep is a 1-star, and then anything that you actually want to edit and work on, you want it to be a 3-star. In the smart collection dialog box, you can actually set up what criteria you want this smart collection to have. And if you needed to find all the shots that you've done over your various shoots, if you shot a wedding and you shot with 3 different lenses, and you needed to just find all of your wide angle shots, you could actually go based on camera info and go based on lenses, and then is whatever the lens designation is for, like if we just did 70, I think that'll actually add it. And then let's say we wanted to do a rating and do like a 3-star rating. So 3 stars, and we'll just say, these are all the 70 millimeter shots. 3 stars, 70 millimeter. And then we click OK. And obviously nothing shows up, which is awesome. That was horrible. Let's try that again here. Let's see here. Learning about smart collections all at the same time. I wonder how that like lens thing works. Let's actually explore this, YouTube, and do this on the fly here, since we don't know, since we're not smart. 0 lenses. Oh wait, let's go to the all photographs. Maybe that was why. Let's see if we go here, metadata, lenses. There we go. So 70 millimeter right there. Shot 350 with those. Maybe there just wasn't any 3 stars that were 70 millimeter. Let's see. Let's see if I just do a quick filter. Oh yeah, so there's 70 millimeter 3. So there should be stuff that shows up in here. What the heck's going on? YouTube. Let's see here. 70 millimeter. If we go, let's edit this. Let's see. Let's edit smart collection. Okay. Well, let's just get rid of this one, because I don't ever filter that way. I don't know who does, but figure it out. I'll have to like search on that later. Maybe somebody can leave a comment on actually how to search or filter by lenses. Anyways, so these are just all my 3 stars, and we'll set it up like that. So, just within a shoot that I had done, these are all my 3-star images. And I can filter them that way, just by setting up a smart collection. If I had done stuff in my collection that was maybe, I'll just go through here randomly, select some, and so all of these are green label. So you can actually create a smart collection and have it not have a lens, because that's retarded apparently. If we go to rating and then go label color is, and then you choose a color. And the cool thing is you can actually have it be, show me everything that doesn't have a green color label, or you can have it show everything that is, green. And then so maybe those ones you have set for, these are all your blog images. Anything that's a green label is a blog image. And so you can actually hit that. And so these would be the images that would only show up in this particular smart collection. You always have the access to all of your photos that have been imported just by the all photographs. If you needed to see specific images, then you would build a smart collection or just a regular collection. They both work. They have the same effect of sort of organizing all your images that you've imported into that Lightroom catalog. If you had specific clients that you needed to, for a particular collection, and so you could have all of the photos that pertain to that particular shoot show up in there. If you happen to shoot nothing but peaches for one day, you could just have those be in that a specific collection. And so if you are doing this and you're working on your images and you're looking for some way to organize your images after you've gone through multiple passes, you have your 1 stars as your like keepers, and then your 3 stars are like your most important ones that the client wants. You can use smart collections to kind of break those apart and filter them out. And the cool thing with that is I have a set of sweet tea of images that are that I've worked on, and they show up in one collection. So any editing that I've done to these images, and I've put them in another collection, all of those editing, all that editing that I'd done actually shows up in both sets of the images. So I could have multiple collections and done stuff to the images, and they'll cross over. All those edits will cross into the different collections. If you needed different versions, so like say I had a set of images here that I select here, and then we'll make virtual copies. And virtual copies are a great way to kind of have alternative versions of your photos. So like say all of these, we wanted to, make these just a black and white type, version of the exact same photo. So now I have 2 sets of the same photo with, black and white. But what we don't want is these to be in the same set. So what we can actually do is create a smart collection just based on that type of edit, and that actually should probably show up with all of the images. So let's see, let's go to develop here. Where's that? Develop. There we go. Has a treatment, is black and white. There we go. Click on it. So now we have all of the black and white images that I've worked on showing up in a smart collection, and obviously it's still called a smart collection. So let's just rename that collection to be something like black and white only. Boom. I don't know how to spell all of a sudden. Okay, black and white only. And so that name becomes that collection, and now I have a set of black and whites. I have, and I could actually maybe add a rule to this if we edit that smart collection. And let's add a rule and see if we can pull up to where it's only virtual copies. Source, file type. No, where is it? Let's see this. Develop, no. Size, no. Maybe I can't. I'm like 2 for 2 on failing at this right now. And let me see here. Let's see here. I'm totally not seeing a way to filter by that. That sucks. There should be one for that. I'm sorry, YouTube. Looks like I can't filter out just virtual copies. I mean, I could go up to here and just look at the virtual copies, and it'll show the virtual copies there. I'll have to look a little bit more on how to filter that way, but like I said, this is just really mainly focusing on what it's about with smart collections and regular collections, and how you can utilize them for if you have multiple shoots, or if you needed to organize your images in such a way that allows you to progress from all of your images down to just the selected images, to your final picks, to the images that you're going to post on the blog versus the images you're going to post on Facebook. And so all of that tied in with smart collections. There you have it. This is Photokevie. We'll see you later, YouTube.